It's your man's Gladiator back at it again with another episode of Real Talk 101. On this episode, I want to get into. I've been thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm starting to feel like I'm really starting to feel like comparing Madden to 2K is pretty silly. And I've been posting a lot of videos comparing Madden to 2K. And I'm starting to feel like it's just real silly. Because the reason being is that if you guys really think about it, you cannot compare these two games simply because they're built on two different engines. If you think about it, when 2K Sports came out, they built their engine based around a football game. Okay? Madden built their engine based around multiple sports games and used it for quite a while on multiple sports games. So, that being said, now that I'm taking a look back, I jumped right into it without actually using my head and doing my research. But taking a look back at it, I kind of feel like, it was just unnecessary to compare those two games to each other. Regardless that they were on the same system and one was better than the other one, obviously, and it's pointed out point blank. You still gotta think about the fact that they were built on two separate engines. And these engines are what run the game. Animations, the software, the fluidity of the game, the glitches of the game, everything runs off the engine. So I guess you could say in that regard, 2K Sports engine is better. And taking a look back at it now that I saw, I've seen it before plenty of times, but just taking another look at it, that I saw, Versus broke down the game and how it had the same flaws, which we already knew. It just, I was just sitting here thinking, okay, what is the major difference? And you know what it is? It's the fluidity of the gameplay. It's the animations of the gameplay. And all these things are represented better on 2K football because of the engine of the game. So now when I get to thinking, maybe we were going in the wrong direction. Maybe we need to, instead of pointing out what's better in 2K and that they need to upgrade in the Madden football franchise, why don't we actually take their gameplay footage and tell them what needs to be fixed? And the only reason why I'm saying this is because now that I sit here and think about it, if we use 2K's gameplay footage, even though they are the superior game, don't get me wrong, my thoughts on that has not changed. I feel like 2K is still better than Madden, point blank. But what I'm saying is, if we take 2K's gameplay and try to have Madden replicate that gameplay, it will not happen because they run off of two different engines. And that's when I started thinking, using my head. Why don't we take their gameplay, you know, and tell them what needs to be fixed. Because obviously, what we've been doing is not. I mean, it's working to an extent, but I feel like might be able to accomplish a lot more than what we have been doing. And also, the channel wouldn't get as much criticism as it's been getting. Because as Versus said, it does seem like I've gone back and read a couple of comments on Sim F Ball critics when he was just saying that maybe that Madden 12 and NCAA 12 may be something to look forward to. Maybe. And they still had comments like, are you saying that this game is gonna, I can't believe you, shut up. I can't, don't, Nah, man. When you got people that's not even, that are very unbiased saying this about the Madden and NCAA, and you still got, you know, the 2K fanboys saying that he can't believe he just said this about Madden. Well, like we said in the first place, the Sim Standard has nothing against EA. All the criticism was going strictly towards Madden, the football game, and NCAA, the football game. So Electronic Arts, because right now I own Need for Speed, I own Dead Space 2, I own Fight Night Champions. I can go on and on about games that I own from EA. So the criticism and the corrections are not going towards EA. They're going towards fundamental footballs and Madden football and NCAA and what we feel that needs to be implemented in the game. So I just come to a conclusion that maybe, just maybe, instead of everybody, ping boys and 2K fanboys and people in the neutral people in the middle, why don't we stop comparing the two games and just take the two games and show what and tell each other what we like about the game and the flaws that we don't like about the game. But don't sit there and say, "Oh, look at this in 2K, man. Looks and a side by side comparison with Madden and say, look at the animation. It looks better." Don't do that because that's not getting us nowhere so far. So it's time to make another change. We've already made an impact. You know, we're making an impact. Let's keep it going. But now it's time to unify ourselves, become one. And that was the whole purpose of the Sim Standard. Become one voice as a community. So we need to unify ourselves, come to a conclusion down the middle. Let's give the flaws about 2K. Let's give the flaws about Madden. Let's give the positives about 2K. Let's give the positives about Madden. Put those together, and what you got? You got a simulation football game. Alright, it's your boy Gladiator, signing out. Comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think.